In 2021, I bought my dog, Winnie, with a penny stock. And there's a little more nuance to it, but that's how the girl math mathed for me. At the time, I just graduated from Western University in London, Ontario, which is the same city where a tiny biotech company called Sernova is based. Their ticker is SVA on the Toronto Stock Exchange. Sernova was working on this experimental device called the cell pouch. The idea was to help people with type 1 diabetes regulate insulin without daily injections. Now, here's how I even found out about them. I had a friend in medical science who also had diabetes, so he was really passionate about Cernova's research. He even previously did an internship with them, but he wasn't inside the company at this point. He was just following their email updates like any other investor could. Then, on January 15th, 2021, Cernova sent out a press release about their US clinical trials showing positive early results. My friend saw it, mentioned it, and that's when I quickly signed up for the same investor emails. This wasn't some secret tip, it was all public, and anyone could have read it. Sure enough, the press release hit my inbox, and my friends and I, who all knew about Cernova, started talking about it. It said that their phase 1-2 clinical trials were showing additional positive safety and efficacy data. Now, I had just started investing in 2020. I knew almost nothing about the stock market, but I did know that when a tiny biotech company puts out strong clinical trial results, the stock usually jumps. And because I was a super new investor, I checked my Wealthsimple app all the time and was monitoring every single trade and stock I was interested in multiple times a day. So on January 19th, when I saw the Cernova stock was jumping a lot, I bought a bunch of shares of it. But what I didn't expect was how fast it moved. On January 19th, trading volume exploded. Almost 13 million shares were traded that day. Just a week earlier, the trading volume was under a million. The stock spiked up, hitting as high as $2.80 before pulling back a little. But even then, my position was suddenly worth way more than I paid for it the same day. And because I already knew how penny stock jumps almost never last, I sold right away the same day. That was the first time I had ever made that much money in a single day. In total, I made about $664 in profit. For somebody who had only been investing for a year, that felt huge to me. I also didn't even pull the money out of my TFSA, but it gave me the feeling that I made $600. And the best part, I didn't pay a single cent in tax on the gain because it was all inside of my tax-free savings account. And it's completely legal to do that. TFSAs are designed so that Canadians can invest and grow money tax-free. The only time the CRA steps in is if you're basically running a business inside of your TFSA, like day trading full-time. But this was just a one-off lucky trade that I traded the same day, so I got to keep every dollar. And here's where my girl math comes in. Just a couple of weeks later, in early February 2021, I brought home Winnie. She cost $1,000 because it was in the pandemic when everyone and their mother wanted a dog, so she was super expensive, but totally worth it. But in my head, she was basically a discount dog because I had made $664 trading Cernova. She really only cost me about $336. Totally irrational thing to do, but it was girl math at its finest. I want to be really clear here. There wasn't any shady business going on. Everything I acted on was public information. Cernova published the press release on their website, they emailed it out, and anyone could have signed up for those updates just like I did. I still get Cernova emails to date. That's why I even remembered that this happened and had the idea to record this video. I was just in the right place at the right time, paying attention because all my friends were talking about it since we had a friend that knew a lot about the business. And I happened to be curious enough or dumb enough to take a shot at it since trading was shiny and new and exciting to me. And trust me, if I were to see another Cernova press release in my inbox about how their cell pouches are saving even more people with diabetes, I would probably buy more stock in a heartbeat. But here's the thing, I never did this again. Penny stocks are unpredictable, risky, and not a strategy I'd recommend for anyone trying to build long-term wealth. This was just a perfect storm. I was studying in the same city where the company was based. I had a friend who was passionate about their work, and I happened to catch the press release on the day that it came out. So yeah, technically, I didn't use the money directly to buy my dog, but emotionally, I will always say that I bought her with a penny stock. Thankfully now, I have trades that have made me way more than 664 Canadian dollars, but I still think that this counts as the best trade that I've ever made.